Hey guys, welcome back in. Welcome to a wonderful Tuesday. Tillage Tuesday is what it will be today. But yeah, how you doing? It is Tuesday, June the 9th, and it is a beautiful day here on the island. We had a bit of rain over the weekend, so that was good. Pardon me, had rain yesterday as well, so that was good. Oh yeah, and what are we sitting at here? We're 12 degrees, so no so bad. A little overcast, but I don't think we're going to get rain today. But speaking of water, I'd like to put in a little kind of a beauty thing here, if you will, something just kind of aesthetically pleasing to the mind on a typical Tuesday type of thing. Yeah. Now I just want to put in a small little pond here, and we'll put in the little froggies and whatnot, maybe a a little path, and some place to sit and kind of look at it, and just make it a little more kind of pleasant here. A nice little place to hang out. There we go. Good little depression, not too deep. Now we'll just see what we've got available here. I think a small disc of water. Yeah, now others, yeah, it's down here and that. Oh, there we go now. Nope, further down, boy, further down, not up, you silly little tea-stained crumpet, little idiot of a man. There we go. Okay, now let's get that rotated. Okay, now I know where it is in relation to the money sign, and that way I can control kind of sort of where I put it. Don't you know? No, no, no. Yeah, let's get that edge buried. We don't want that sticking out too much, do we? Now, let's have a look. What did we did? Uh, yeah, I can live with that. Oh, that darn edge. I got it after all. Son of a gun. Okay, well, we can cover that. No worries. No worries, man. Plants cover a multitude of sins, just like paint, eh? That's for sure. So, as I said, how you guys doing? I hope this finds you well. I hope this finds you with love and balance in your life, yeah? And like that, on this beautiful, beautiful day, there we go. Oh, pardon me, Coffee's talking back as always. Whenever I want to talk to you guys, my body decides to do all kinds of wonderful things because it thinks it's funny. All right, now let's see. Okay, a little on the edge there, and we also want one on t'other side here. Something to cover up that little kind of edge of the water thing so we're not really seeing it. What kind of an angle do we want there? Okay, now a third one maybe. Don't want to overdo it. It's a tiny little thing, isn't it? So we'll just kind of, yeah, I think I can live with that. Let's have a look and see what our handiwork looks like. No, so bad. Little place for the froggies, so you can sit on your porch at night, listening to the froggies going. Yeah, nice, nice, and nice. Alrighty, well, now we should probably do something in here to make it look a little more livable or lived in or accessible type of thing, you know? Yeah. What does baffled mean? Yep, and yep. Oh. Okay, so now if we come across here and we just put a little bit of gravel for drainage, because you don't want to track mud into the cabin, right? There we go. And we'll just wind this down around this way, just kind of close by the pond, and kind of meander it down towards this other cabin, I think, you know? There we go. Something like that, give or take. And we'll continue this on further on that side of things, but that's for that cabin. We're dealing with this other cabin now. So just open this up a little bit. There we go. Now, no so bad. And I think if we put in some lights and maybe a bench or something, maybe beside the pond, what do you think, son? Like a plant stand? What do we got for light in here? Let's see. Yeah, the street lamps. I like them. Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. So now, let's see. Where do I want the lighting? I'm thinking here-ish. This seems like a good little spot to throw in, a little park bench and a couple of street lamps and maybe a garbage can so that we don't litter everywhere. Because, us humans, we tend not to give a flying about stuff, right? You know, somebody else's problem, right? I mean, after all, we have people that get paid to clean up that stuff. Yeah, I hate people like that. Clean up your own shit, man. Don't put it on to somebody else. Okay, now let's have we'll look at a decoration, a rocking chair, kind of a park bench scenario. Yeah, that kind of goes. What about a chess table? A place for multiple people to sit down. We could try that, maybe. Um, nope. There we go. That's it. That's what I want. Covered swing set. Yep, that works. That sits by the pond nicely. Yeah, that fits. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. So we'll just kind of please that there. Don't you know, don't you know? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Sorry about that. I'm brushing my headphones there. That's what that noise was. Okay, now I think maybe another street standard, yeah. Okay, and we'll put you just as close as we can. Give you a little bit of an angle so it ties in with the curve. There we go. The curve of the path, that is, Somewhere around there, I'm thinking, eh? Not exactly centered, is it? But not much we can do about that. That's as close as it will let me do it. So there you go now. Let's give us ourselves a garbage can. Like that. Not really married to that. The debris inside that can is wrong. That's more of a construction site garbage can. It's got little bits and bites of this, that, and the other. But let's see. Yeah, this one with a lid, so it keeps it contained. Don't you know? All right, there we go. Little place to sit. Little comfy lighting, set the mood. Got the little froggies and the crickets in the background. Oh, yep, and yep. Now, a little kind of mood lighting along the path, if you will. Just, kind of low level light, just enough to kind of let you see where the path is to in the dark, yeah? And a couple more up here. Do I want something there? Nah, that doesn't really suit, does it? No. That's a couple more here, I'm thinking. Just keep them along the path a little bit. There we go. And over there. There we is. Now, do I want a couple up here? Let's see, how's that look? Yeah, that'll work. I'm all right with that. I can live with that. Okay, on to the tasks at hand. Getting back to the famine, man. Just going to hook up to my lime spreader. And we'll go get some liming done, because we got to get that going. So that's the thing I was saying with the precision farming now. We have to do a proper field prep. You know, before when I was doing it, I mean, I would plow, I'd, sow my seeds, do a little bit of fertilizing, and harvest. That was kind of it. With precision farming, you got to go through all of the steps. So of course, pardon me. You need to get the lime on there, and that will get your pH levels going. And then, of course, with the organic tilling and with the fertilizer, that will take care of the nitrogen side of things, eh? So what we'll do is we'll lay down a little line to begin with. All the necessary evils of, don't you know. But yeah, we're gonna have to get some more equipment too. We're gonna need a slurry tanker because we have to put some form of slurry and or manure down as a green fertilizer type of thing, right? And we're going to need a cultivator because we don't plow at the end of harvest now. Now we're going to cultivate, do the light cultivating. I just want to make sure that we are okay. Fertilizers, blah, 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 blah. Make sure we're not buying and we're actually using what we've got here because I do not have a lot of pennies to put around, don't you know? But that's okay. We're going to do a little sell off some TMR and like that, you know, make a bit of money that way. And we've always got the logs, you know, if need be, but I don't think that we'll need to do any logging per se. Now I'm just about to change fields, so you're wondering why am I going to fill up when I still have lime in my container? Because I want to start the field with a full tank. There you go. Oh, look how expensive that is, eh? My word. This precision farming, man, it's just costing me too much, you know? All right, so we nipped into town and like that. Pardon me. Um, Now what we got to do is get this TMR sold off, and like that we have what do we have? Can you guys remember what we have? What was it actually that we have? We have no memory, I can tell you that. Yeah, we've looked at the slurry tanks in town there. So I got one that I want to buy. It's interactive with the precision farming per se. And like that, she's a little pricey, but then everything is. But there you go, 75 for the TMR, plus we get 5,000 for our environmental. So fair dinkum on that. And of course, the higher up our environmental score, the more of a rebate and like that we get off of things, yeah? So this is where it behooves us to take all of the steps and do it upright so that we get our bonuses both cash-wise and crop-wise. Yeah, a little bit more. That'll do for starters. There we go. Tickety frickin' Abu. Okay, liming's coming along good. Still haven't used up a tank yet, which, hey, that's fair dinkum. Gotta say, using these sensors, man, you use way less product on the fields. Because it's distributing it, you know, where necessary and as necessary, you know, and like that. Um, well, you've seen it with the liquid fertilizer when I'm putting it down. You can see the nozzles are pulsing rather than just a steady spray. They, psh, 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 you know, wherever it needs it type thing, gives it a little psh, psh, and off we go, right? Oh, let's get that weight shifted. Hokey noodles, that's not good. Okay, let's get you back over that rear axle there. Yeah, that's not right at all, man. Don't want your weight too far forward. It makes handling of the trailer difficult, and it's hard on everything. I mean, it's hard on the mast. You know, distribute the weight over the axles as much as possible. Try to keep it centered so there's no upward lift on the mast or downward pressure on the mast. You want to try and keep that buoyant as you know, or as buoyant as you can. I mean, let's not get too carried away here. But yeah, okay, now leave us take care of biz. We'll go sell off and like that and like that. Make a few more pennies here because we need money, honey. Give me all your money, honey, and we'll make some origami. Yeah, because I just want to be your dog. Okay, while he's doing that, we can check on this. But yeah, doing okay, man. Doing okay. Things is coming along. Now you'll notice I haven't weeded yet. You can see obvious weeds in the field. So we're going to put down our lime, but when we cultivate, I will cultivate those weeds in. Okay, there we go. Another 75 plus another 5 grand for environmental. I am liking this, baby. Yeah, we'll cultivate, and then those weeds will cultivate in, and that will act kind of like a green manure, if you will, type of thing. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but it will give us, pardon me, a little boost in our in our nitrogen and stuff like that, or at least, God is willing and the creek don't rise. It should, according to that Hoyley fella. Anyway, man. Okay, now let's get you going. Keep the weight moving about, and we'll just go and check in on Buddy Rowe up in the Tutter field. And he was fine. Everything's good. So now we're done with that. And we're going to clean up our lime spreader and like that because it's necessary. I mean, just look at the grime on her, man. Get all the moving parts, You don't want the grit and grime and crap getting in there, the wear and tear on the bearings and all that happy stuff. Okay. Nice, nice, and nice. There we go. She is a clean machine. All well done. Do 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 do. Now, do we need fuel? We can top off, but I don't know. Is it absolutely necessary? My solar panels. They're actually starting to pay for themselves now, so that's pretty cool. Now we'll just get you topped off. Ka-ching! There we go. Done, done, and done. My favorite little toy tractor and my favorite little seeder or planter, I guess is what that one is. A little 2-pot planter. Pot? Plants? What? Did somebody say 420? I heard something about pots and plants. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I could be mistaken. Probably just that wishful thinking stuff. You know how that goes. Ew. Okay, now, nope, wrong button, Nigel. Let's do the back, not the front. Doorknob. That's the thing when you've got equipment and stuff attached to your tractor and that, and depending how complicated the equipment is, man, there's all kinds of buttons to push. On the front, in the middle, no, way at the back. Yep, yep, and yep. Okay, so we have accumulated a few pennies here. We got that wool and stuff we can deal with. A little bit of milk. I don't know if we'll do much with the milk. I'll just wait till we got a few more pallets of that, I think. I got to consider what we're going to do down the road with that. I think we should turn it into the goat's milk. We'll turn into butter maybe, or we'll figure it out. And then the water buffalo, we will do the mozzarella cheese, I think maybe. So we'll need to get some sort of a dairy situation going, some kind of a production chain. But again, down the road for that, we got to get a few crops going in here and like that. We're trying to run before we can crawl here. But as you can see, we still have 80,000-ish on the TMR. A little bit of grass still left, so that's cool. So things are rocking and rolling there. It's just a little bit of quick money, is why it is. As long as I got enough to feed me cattle, then we're good. And we're going to need more livestock because we need more slurry. So that means more pigs and more cow because we need the poops. Don't you know? Don't you know? Yeah, Billy. Doodaloo, 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 doo doo. Okay, we all done with you. I don't think we're going to do any wrenching or anything just now. We'll get this put away because, well, the day's wearing on here and we got things to do, don't we? Now, just there we go. Quickly top you off. Done like dinner. Ooga flippin' a booga. Yep, and yep. Oh, look, my favorite tractor. And my little two-pot planter. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, enough of it being silly. Let's get this put away here. Oh, boy. Oh, itchy eye, itchy eye. What the heck is it? Dag nabbit. There we go. B-A-U-T full. Get you in here out of the weather. Oh, I parked that sprayer kind of far forward, didn't I? That's all right. We'll be using that at some point here, so that will be good. Well, all righty then. There we go. Another pour job done well. And like that, and like that. Okay, so what do you say then? We go spend some money in town, eh? Sound like a plan, Stan? All right, let's go and get the new toy. And she's beautiful. You wait till you see her. All the bells and whistles and like that. There we go. Nice. Okay, now we just gotta pick up our spreader, our spraying device. Okay, and as you can tell, we've been chasing it all over Hell's Half Creation trying to get it hooked up here. What a schmozzle that was. I thought I'd save you, well, I thought I'd save me the embarrassment of showing you how incompetent I really am. Okay, let's pick up some slurry. We'll top this off. What do we got? Well, that's more than enough for here anyway. It'll fill this tanker at least once. And then we do have the cow as well. So that'll work. Ta a flippin' daza. Oh, pardon me. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. Things are escaping. Yes, external gaseous extroverts. Oh no. It's just the coffee trying to get back out. I don't know why it doesn't like my stomach. You know, my stomach likes the coffee. Seems to be a one-way relationship, though. Do-de-do-do-de-do-do. Okay, now let's get you set up then. Spread your wings and fly, baby. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my manure spreaders. Yeah. Speaking of manure spreaders, not this is slurry, but actual manure, you know, the wagon when it's got the little tines on the back and it shoots cow poop all over your field, right? Just spreads it out like 30 yards in any given direction or whatnot. So there's a group of people having some sort of soiree on this farmer's property. It was over in the UK, and they were gathering to, I don't know, protest something or other or whatever. But they never asked Buddy permission. They just set up their campers and stuff all in his one field. And there's like, I'm talking like 30 or plus, you know, campers and what have you type of thing, you know, Airstreams and pull behind trailers and all that. And they're all out there doing their thing. And he came down and he talked to him and he said, I don't want you here. Oh, well, we're protesting. We're allowed to do. He goes, well, okay, fair dinkum, you know. So he walks away. He doesn't say too much. Well, a few minutes later, don't him and his neighbor show up. Now, the neighbor has one of these, the slurry things, right? But instead of having the distributor on it, he's just got the pipe feed up, yeah? And the first guy, he's got the manure spreader. Now, you know where this is going, don't you? Yep, they come in, and it's the whole circle the wagons, here come the natives, because they're all in the center, and him and his buddy just drive around, and they spew manure and silage, or not silage, you know, slurry, all around. And they make about 4 circuits around, and the people are freaking and peeking and everything else. And I mean, there's nothing they can do because they're going, oh, what a lovely license plate. 420 Ranch. Why is that number familiar to me? There's some sort of significance to that 420 thing. I can't seem to bring it to my. I mean, I did know at one time, but I seem to have forgotten. Yeah. But yeah, so they do about 4 turns around this thing and just cover these people. And well, the people left. Go figure. It's just, it irks me that people think they can do whatever they want because, well, no, we're protesting, so we're allowed to be here. We can gather peacefully. No, it's private property. You know what? That and $10 will buy you a coffee. Get the hell off my lawn, man. So yeah, I found that I had to watch that about 5 times, and it just got funnier every freaking time because they're running up trying to scream at them, and they're just getting a face full of cow shit. I mean, it was hilarious. But there you go, all you Karens and Chads. You got what you freaking deserved. All this woke bullshit that goes on in the world. Don't get me going here. It's a nice Tillage Tuesday. We're farming. We're relaxing. Do not get me going. Too early in the day for anger, man. All right. So we've run out of slurry between the cattle and the pigs. We don't have enough. So we have got now to go and do this. And like that. So that's running me about $1,000, just under $1,000 a tank for slurry. So you can see how bloody expensive it is. Whereas if we can use our own cattle and the old porcine, we'll get the slurry from them. But definitely we need more livestock so we get more slurry, baby. Doodle-doo-doo, Scooby-Doo, backing around up now. La 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 da da da. And there we go. Okay, drop her down. And the like. Ta-da! All right, now that's going to go a long way to helping, like I say, our nitrogen levels and whatnot. Getting down the green manure first, the green fertilizer first, and then of course, we cultivate that in, and then we seed, and then we will roll. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Yeah. Do 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 Scooby Doo wah. Okay, just about done on that level there. But yeah. What a lovely day. And as you can see in the distance, I put in a selling point up here because it's just so far to go back and forth into the, pardon me, into where everything is over there instead of over here. So yeah, it's kind of a halfway point, right? So it's a little more convenient per se. And I was up to the new property, having a little look-see. We did a little bit of work up there, but I'll save that for another time. We'll take you up there and show it to you proper and whatnot. But yeah, it's going to make for a good area. I can get a fairly large field in up there, so that should work. It's a little bit of a drive and whatnot, but I'll just set up over there as well. We'll put in some outbuildings and, get our equipment over there for that type of stuff. Yep, and yep. Like I say, man, ain't no problems here on the farm. Only solutions. Okay, now let's get you backed up, lined up, and all that stuff. The happiness of. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now let's just drop that down. Turn on the sprayer of the shite, and away we go. Okay, so while he's doing that, then I thought we would continue on over here. We're just dealing with that wool. Get that sold off. And again, just putting some money in the pocket for the now. There we go. Cranking on over. Ta-da! All right, well, that takes care of that. So, good news on there. Poop, babies, poop. Come on. Daddy needs you to poop. Lots and lots. That's the thing when you're first starting out. It's all baby steps. It's all small stuff. Now the milk. Nah, I think I'm going to leave the milk for the now, and we'll deal with that later. Let it accumulate a bit, get a few more pallets going, and what have you. Do, 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 ta-da, do, 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 ba-da, ba-da. Oh, he's a hero. He's a guy. There we is. Okay, coming around the corner. Okay, and just get in the back way here so we can put things away all proper like. There's old Big John. Big John. Okay, now let's get the old hydraulics taken care of, and there you go. Okay, so welcome to the new cultivator. Yeah. Booby dooby dooby. Now while he's doing that, I am up planting over in here because we've got this field cultivated already. You can see, look at the texture, and you'll notice the weeds are gone. So we've cultivated all of the weeds in on this field and whatnot. We got her all tickety-boo. And so now we're going to lay down our seed bed. And as you can see on the right-hand side, we are going with canola this time. Canola can be quite a profitable crop. Yeah, getting my Merzwicks from Bach and Tackwards here. That'll never do. And like that and like that. But yeah, even just selling it off, as canola type of thing and whatnot, it's not too bad. But if you can convert it into oil and then sell it, now there you're making some money. And like that. So and we'll do that. We'll we'll put in a small kind of an oil production chain type of thing. Kind of like what we did over on Kinlake up in Scotland there, Get the little mom and pop thing going. Well, hello, Lily. My crazy little girl. You got the zoomies, do you? Be bopping around here. Yep, and yep. So, coming along. Nice, and nice. And like I say, we'll get the fields all seeded. And we're going to do all canola in all three of the fields and whatnot. Do the bumper crop thing, right? Last season it was the wheat. We've got that in there. And this time we'll do the canola, and we'll get a bunch of that put away and what have you. Because, the wheat we can convert into flour. Hello, birdies. Can I get close to them with my... Nope. Come here. I want to see you up close. Come here. You dig nibbit. Oh, well, best laid plans of, eh? Yeah, we'll get... Lily, what are you doing, silly goose? Oh, she is just booting around here. Looking for things to destroy, man. High energy cat here. Oh, where was I? What was I babbling about besides me cat? Yeah, we'll get this in, and like I say, get a large crop of well, I'm just going to stop talking here, man. We'll just do this for the whole video. Wouldn't that be calming? And you don't have to listen to my gravelly old coffee hacky voice wheezing and sputtering into a mic. Yep. Now, like I say, we'll get this one planted up, get all the canola into all the fields, and then we will get to the rolling aspect. Once you seed, of course, you got to roll. Got to roll with the punches. Rolling. Speaking of rolly, just about that time of day, give or take, I got to make myself another coffee here. And like that. Okay, come on around. Beauty. Now we'll get this all finished off. Let's just get you all backed up here. Get you lined up and like that and like that. But yeah, looking forward to getting up to the the two sections I bought up on the hill there. Big open area like this, kind of sort of surrounded by trees, so lots of logging opportunity as well as the farming side of things. Little costly, but I think it'll pay off down the road. You know, you invest now for later, don't you? Okay, we got our roller. Now let's get to getting, shall we? Oh, I am so sorry. Look out, dog face. There we go. Rolling over my dog. Oh no, that'll never do. Call him Roly. Roly poly. Oh, flat, nothing sticking out but his eyeballs. All deflated. Okay, let's get this girl unfolded. And she is huge, ain't she? But boy, she covers a lot of field. Yep, and yep. There we go. In fact, this tractor I got is just on the limits of being able to pull this thing around the fields. You get any kind of an uphill grade and whatnot, and it'll slow you down, Billy. Gravity being what it is. But there you go, steady 8 mile an hour uphill. Nothing wrong with that. This section here now, we're dropping right down and going really slow. It does this when I am seeding, it does it when I am fertilizing, it does when I'm spraying, and it does it when I'm rolling. So I don't know what it is about that one section there. And it's not that it's, an uphill climb, because I've done it in reverse, going downhill like this. And it's done it as well in that section, and it drops down to like 1 mile an hour for some reason. And I'm not sure why, but hiccups in the game, whatever. It's all good. When I was doing the fertilizing, I thought, oh, well, it needs more fertilizer here than it does, in another place per se. But it doesn't seem to be the case. And if you're wondering what the track marks are on the field, these are what you call tram lines. And when you're planting, they don't plant in there, and it gives you a strip that you can run your sprayers and everything down without causing crop damage, right? It's an actual trail for you, so you can see the pathways. Now, I've got to get these put in on my other two fields as well. They don't have them yet. But this is what you do is depending on your sprayer. Like my sprayer is set for 28 meters. So when you go in onto the field information and you get down, there's a place for tram lines. You go in there and you can set up your distances and whatnot. But set it up to whatever width your sprayer is, and that's the size of the tram lines it'll put in. And it does it all automatic for you, which, cool beans on that, right? Yep, and yerp. Okay, so he's busy there, you're busy here. Yeah, there's a good view of him. You can see him going there. Oh, excuse me just for a second, guys. The old nose is doing its thing here. Oh, pardon me. How rude. Just rude, man. Alrighty. Get that all rolled down all nice. Come on, you. There you go. Just like that, Johnny. Alrighty. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yada-da-da-da. Yeah, it's long in the tooth, ain't it? Kind of like watching paint dry. But welcome to Farming 101, baby. Yep, and yep. And it's chill, man. Like I say, that's what these videos are. It's just a place where you can kind of take a half an hour or an hour and just turn the world off, Have a coffee and just have a sit and just relax, Change the mood, as it were. Just hanging out and enjoying life, Sounds like a plan, don't it? Yeah. Okay, well, let's get this girl back and get her put away and continuing on. Yeah, putting in this saline station up here has that was a good move. Again, it's money, but I think it's money well spent because I can get my stuff up here as I need it for these fields without having to truck all the way back to the farm proper type of thing, right? Alrighty, now I need a sip of something here, and I ain't got any coffee, so close your ears. Oh, water. Cool, clear water. And like that. Yep, yep, and yep. Ah. Okay, long driving. You got a little dead airspace and just staring at the screen. Okay, what's he doing? Where's he going? What's he doing next? Ta-da! Oh, I gotta get those fertilizer containers up on that shelf. I got a few of them there. I had to unload those from my seeder because when you're planting, doing it this way, you just want the seeds going in. You don't want the fertilizer going in with it because we laid down our green manure and whatnot first. So then we plant the seeds, and then when first growth comes up, then we lay down our liquid fertilizer and whatnot. Then, and that kind of tops it off, right? So that's the reasoning behind that. So that's why I had to unload all those crates, and that's why they are sitting there waiting on my pleasure. Okay, let's just pull in beside Big John here. Really shouldn't be washing this girl. She is dirty. A hard working girl, that one. We'll do that though. We'll get to it. Alrighty. Well, my. Let's see. Now, if we go and we do a little sleep, and we'll get into the next month, and then it will be able to see what the fields look like proper. We'll have our first little poke through. The shoots will be sticking up, and we'll be able to fertilize and like that. Okay, come on, you long-winded thing, man. Just a nap of a lifetime, yeah? Okay, pop in here, give old Tornado some breakfast, some break fast, because that's what you're doing, right? I mean, that's what breakfast is. It's over the years become one word, but when you wake up, you've fasted all night because you were asleep, so you didn't eat. So in order, when first meal of the day, whenever that is, you are breaking your fast. Hence, break fast. Hence, breakfast. There you go. Little UFI for you. Okay, so levels on everything look no so bad, man. We're looking pretty bloody good here. I am happy with that. All right, come on, War Pony. Let's get you out and add some more dirt to you. Yeah, go Tornado. You get that food, buddy. He's a happy camper. I'm a lucky dog. I'm a lucky dog. Lucky dog. I'm a lucky dog. Yep, yep, and yep. Alrighty, now let's get you over here. Da 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 da. Backing on up to the applicator. Okay. Cool beans. La 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 do 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 do. He's an hero. He's a guy. Okay. Now, bear with. Gonna unload this. There we are. So that's our liquid fertilizer gone. And what we're gonna do is go in here. There we go. Now, Herb, how you doing, pal? Come on, we got a job for you. So now we're gonna go, and the weeds, of course, will have come back up with the new shoots. So we'll just go in and take care of those weeds now. I mean, I could have done it with a weeder, But this way, pardon me, I can use my sensors and we get a selective deposit. And well, as you see, or as you will see here shortly, it just goes pss, 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 where it's needed. And you've heard me say that before, but I'll give you a close-up shot of what I mean here, and you can see exactly what it is I'm talking about. Okay, get you going. Do 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 do. Get y'all lined up here. And there we go. Nice, nice, and nice. Now, as I say, if you look at the jets, here, see if I can get you a good view of it. No, the lighting's wrong. We're all backlit here. Maybe this side. Give you an idea here. There, so you can see the odd pulse. Poof, poof, poof. And all it's doing is it's just wherever there's a weed below the sensor, it's going to go. This is that spot again. You see we've dropped down to 1 mile an hour for no reason other than, and then it picks up again. And it's not like the angle of the hill changed. I mean, here I am doing almost 8 mile an hour uphill, and yet 30 feet behind me it slows down to 1 mile an hour there. I have no clue. Here we go again. But this does give me an opportunity to show you what I mean about the jets, how they're just spraying here and there, wherever there's a weed and nowhere else type of thing, yeah? And that saves incredible amounts on the cost of the fertilizer, or not the fertilizer, the herbicide rather. And like that, and like that. But you guys, I think I have tested your patience long enough for this fine Tillage Tuesday. So I'm going to keep on doing this. But in the meantime and in between time, guys, love and light. Okay? Brightest blessings, my friends. Now, do me a solid, yeah? You know what comes next, right? Yeah, when you're done here with my bullshit, seriously, go find somebody. Tell them that you love them, man. Hey, 3 little words. And it's free. Okay, you go be the rock stars you already are, and I'll see you in the Buddy Papers, guys. Love to you all. Now go wash those hands.